It was a surprise for all to hear North Korea last week call for unity with the South. That was the reverse of events that had made everyone expecting a looming war on Pyongyang, spearheaded by the United States. But a series of events that followed have again revived speculations that things have not returned to normalcy. The United States has declared a chain of new sanctions against North Korea, and this has provoked an angry reaction from the country, which has described it as a violation of international law. To the world, it appears that the least thing that America is interested in under the leadership of President Donald Trump is peace.
The pressure campaign will continue until North Korea takes decisive steps to denuclearize. We cannot abide lapses or sanctions evasions. We will continue to call attention to and designate entities and individuals complicit in such evasive actions.
Well, we already have a peaceful situation unfolding on the peninsula where the two sides have come together to try to reach some kind of agreement, especially a friendship-type situation while the Olympics will be going on in the South. Yet the United States continues to carry out hostile and provocation against the country, despite the fact that there is this peace negotiation kind of situation going on. It's certainly very reflective of the true goals of the United States, and that is to seek a further damage against the DPRK rather than reach some kind of peaceful coexistence that the DPRK and the South Korea seem to be reaching for.
There have been reports that the U.S. Air Force is preparing for the largest ever aerial maneuver in the country's history. Other reports say U.S. bombers in Guam have been prepared for conducting nuclear strikes on North Korea. Concerns are accordingly rising that a war many never wanted to happen could just be around the corner.
This threat remains diplomacy-led, backed up with military options available to ensure that our diplomats are understood to be speaking from a position of strength.
Well, the demonstrations of power by the United States are certainly set up to try to provoke them. They're certainly displays of power. Well, these drills are certainly designed to simulate an attack against the country. We could very well see the United States carrying out some kind of tactical strike against the country to try to relieve them of their nuclear weapons. The wisdom of taking such an action remains to be seen, and many do see it as a fool's errand. But the acts from the United States certainly do show these drills, these bombing drills, these preparations for war, certainly do demonstrate a very hostile intent from the United States to launch an assault against the North.
It is already becoming clear to the world that the administration of US President Donald Trump is more interested in creating an aggressive Korea profile rather than creating peace. However, wars have never been welcomed by the world, particularly when previous experiences show that tensions can be resolved through peaceful means.
These actions by the U.S. are certainly unwelcome by the international community, which has certainly looked upon the negotiations between the North and the South as a positive step. The rest of the world does want peace on the Korean Peninsula without the risk of some kind of military action, be it nuclear or non-nuclear, yet the United States seems intent on destroying that possibility of peace.
It is still not clear whether and when the US would materialize its threats against North Korea into a full-scale war. What is clear is that the world never wants to see a war which could have adverse impacts on many other nations. It will not be too far away that the current US leadership would have to answer to the world about why they chose the hard option when talks still had a chance of success.